Now, the National Trust reports that emboldened wildlife, raptors and warblers to badgers, otters and even killer whales, appears to be benefiting from the disappearance of humans from its gardens. See. The charity asks people to be aware that when they finally return to the countryside, they should be careful not to disturb the wildlife they do not usually expect to encounter. Reports from rangers and gardeners include peregrine falcons nesting in the ancient ruins of Corfe Castle in Dorset, English partridges rooted around an empty car park near Cambridge, and a cuckoo cow. With the quietest sight it has ever been, the Great Wall's curtains are a great place for those birds looking for secluded and inaccessible places to build a nest. Among all the uncertainties, it is comforting to see nature colonizing the landscape in our absence. At Placenrue, a mansion on the Llyn Peninsula in North Wales, ermines, weasels and hares have come from the woods to explore the gardens, which are usually crowded with visitors. In Norfolk, a buzzard managed to enter Felbrigg Hall's orangery and happily ate lunch there. Little owls also made their presence felt at Ham House in southwest London, venturing into the garden from the adjacent river meadows. However, some creatures appear to lack human visitors. Jackdaws, who like to eat leftover food left by people, for example, have not returned to Ham House since the lockdown. And with no audience to show, peacocks from Powys Castle in central Wales followed the gardeners on a daily basis. But the overall picture is positive. A family of small badgers has been seen playfully exploring the area of Mount Stewart in Northern Ireland, while a rare albino badger has been spotted in the Woo. Two male orcas were seen on Friday in Strangford Lough, Northern Ireland. They are believed to have belonged to a group of only 8 animals, the only resident group in the United Kingdom. They spend much of their time in the Inner and Outer Hebrides and the west coast of Scotland. The calm of the loch during locking may have tempted them. Otters have been spotted enjoying the calm at Nunnington Hall in Yorkshire and Mount Stewart in County Down, while those in the Northern Ireland site are travelling from the loch to explore the lake. Ben McCarthy, head of conservation at the National Trust, said, "It's only been 8 weeks, but wildlife seems to be taking advantage of the breathing space. With less traffic and fewer people, we heard deafening levels of bird song and saw famous landmarks and French gardens colonized by wildlife." Although its properties are temporarily closed, the Trust is working on its plans to reopen. However, as it begins to welcome visitors back to its landscapes and coastal sites, the conservation charity asks people to be especially careful not to disturb wildlife that may have moved into area. Generally very busy areas. McCarthy added, As the lockdown begins to ease, we must all play our part to ensure that this wildlife is not disturbed.